back at it again with the park videos, returning to the road to legend. I will be hitting legend this year. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know if it'll take me to 2K22 next gen, but I'm gonna grind. I really want to hit it this year, so we're grinding. But this video is about me playing with randoms. I'm playing with randoms because not a lot of my friends have the game. I can't find a squad because everybody's already squatted up and things like that. So I've been starting to play with randoms, and I noticed since everybody's able to do things this year, finding randoms is a little bit easier. A little bit easier. Why? Because unless they don't pass the ball and go straight up with it almost every single time, you can find randoms to play with, like that actually have IQ somewhat to some degree and pass the ball, make the open shots and things like that. Since everybody can do everything, you can pass it to them, they might get a posterizer, you know. So playing with randoms isn't as bad as previous years, which is what I've been doing most of the time because I can't find anybody. So in these two gameplays, I found these two like random people. Now I don't know if they're good overall, but they played really well with me. So we ended up playing these good games, moving the ball, and at the beginning you can tell that you know, the whole feature where you can just shoot around before the game starts. There's a little bit of a respect thing that, you know, I can tell these guys are real ballers, because in real life, you know, if someone's got the hot hand and they're warming up, you know, as if they keep making shots, you keep giving them the ball. And I noticed this guy was doing that, and I was doing it to him. So right off the bat, I could tell that this guy plays ball in real life, and he's probably going to share the rock with me. So I knew he was going to be somewhat of a decent teammate, like IQ-wise, maybe not stick-wise, but I knew he was going to pass me the ball when necessary. So with playing with randoms, you always want to start off with passing the ball, because as long as you're not completely unfair, unsatisfying people, they will most likely give you the ball back when the opportunity arises, because they understand, like, hey, man, I want to win. This guy's going to pass me the ball. As you can see, I made a random bailout pass that worked, but he passed it there. He's swinging it to me because he knows I was open earlier on. I try to get a move to go. It doesn't work, so I kick it to him. He greens it. But playing with randoms isn't that bad. It kind of sucks because you're not really communicating, so you can always go on proximity chat and talk. But like, it's not as bad as previous years, because in previous years, since everyone was almost like two-dimensional or one-dimensional, when you found randoms, you might find multiple centers, or you might be a slasher yourself and you end up with a whole bunch of other slashers, or you might end up with people that can shoot, which would be really good for you. But since everybody can do everything almost, you can just hop on the spot and kind of get the feeling that your teammate will be able to shoot, unless he can't, which would confuse me. But still, chances are your teammates will be able to shoot. You'll be able to space the floor, and you'll be able to pass the ball and be able to play better yourself too. Because let's say you pass the ball to your teammate, he pump fakes, doesn't want to shoot, and you're down low for the rebound. If he tries to drive, you can space the floor, because you know if he can't shoot, you can. You know what I mean? So the randoms this year aren't as bad as they were previous years. Now, mind you, there's a lot of good people that have the PS5 now. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of streamers, a lot of people who are actually good at the game have the game itself. So you will run into a lot of decent people. I've run into many YouTubers at the park. I've ran into YouTubers at the rec and things like that. Streamers at the rec and things like that. So there's a lot of good people that actually have the game, so you should run into some decent people about playing with random and stuff like that. I'm in a lot of group chats trying to find people to play with and things like that. So, you know, randoms aren't that bad this year. And I think because I can't find a squad, most of my grinding is going to come from playing with randoms. I don't want it to be. I want to streak up because it'll help a little bit, because you don't get that much rep for loss. Like, the more you win, the more you get rep, and the more better your teammate grade is. And that's what it's about right now. As I'm updating this video, I heard that the choppiness has stopped for the park. So I might, once I get my new build, my new power forward build up, I might start just streaming the park with randoms. I think that build is going to help me with playing park with randoms, because that way maybe I can be a big man while still be able to handle the rock, because sometimes, you know, you don't really run into a random that can handle the rock well, that can ISO, that really tries to get the teammates involved. So I'm hoping that'll help me on this grind to legend until I can find like a consistent squad, because with my work schedule, I can't find a consistent squad. I'm on at like 11 p.m. Eastern to like 3 a.m. but not everybody's always on, and if they are on, they're squatted up already. You know, I got the opportunity to play with Flo for a little bit, a few other people too. I played with iStyles. That video will probably be coming later. That's a pretty interesting video. So I got to play with some, like a couple of squads, but mostly it's always just been randoms. I don't want to go to the park. I don't want to go to the rec with randoms, because either they'll quit out and I'll have to do it by myself, and I'll waste like 40 minutes just pretty much getting badges. I'll barely get any rep, and I kind of take rep kind of seriously because it's fun and it's 5v5. But the park, I'll play park all day with randoms. I don't want to, but I will, because now that everyone's getting familiar with the game and everybody can do everything, you should be able to find like a decent 3 to go on a little 5-game streak with, or something like that, before, you know, losing again. Run into a sweaty comp squad or whatever. See, like this guy right here, this guy knew what he was doing. The man just pulled up from half court, curry side, half court, and now he's got his badge. So like, you can find good people. Like these, I was really surprised by these guys, but you can find good people. You can go on Discord, Twitter, Facebook, IG, I guess, and I don't know, but like, you can find a good squad of people. Now, see, all 3 of us have the respect for each other, because you see, I got the rebound. I could have done something, but I seen that he has his badge, he's trying to do something, so I said, you know what, fine, buddy, we're up 19 it was 19-6, but it's 19-8 now. I'm like, all right, buddy, I know you got your badge, I know you want to do something, so go ahead, do it. I'm gonna sit in the corner, and boom, this man hits beyond half court, green bean, make your female scream. Anyway, that's probably a bad line, but hopping right into the next game with the exact same squad. Is it the same squad? No, I think this is a completely different squad. But regardless, I'm with a completely different squad. I still do the same thing. He passes me the ball, I drive in, easy layup. That layup animation almost always goes in. But once again, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to ISO. I'm not yelling at my teammates like, yo, move out the way, yada, yada, yada. I'm just playing ball and giving it to my teammates. If he gets the rebound, I'm spacing the floor. A little cut there to see if I can drive. I'm in his way. That's all me. That's all me. But, I mean, I made a cut. He didn't see me, so I was trying to get out of his way. I thought he might have like did a snatch back, stopped at the 3, but then went all the way. So now I have the ball. I have options, right? I'm looking for ISO, tween, drive to the paint. He reaches, we reset it. Now, I wanted to probably pull off for a 3 there, but I don't remember what I was trying to do, so that doesn't matter. Drift to the corner, he cuts. And also, you gotta find out your teammates' play style, because, like, if I've ran into a center before that was a legit center. Like, if this was 2K20, he'd be a blue-red pie chart or all-red pie chart kind of center, right? The man just, like, either set screens or most of the time just sitting in the paint waiting for us to shoot to get the rebound. So you got to know your teammates' play styles from the first few possessions. So that's how you adjust to their gameplay, which will help you win as well. Because if I'm always trying to cut to the paint, I know damn well I have a center that loves to sit in the paint. It's not going to work. It's going to crowd the area. You're not going to get any open shots or anything like that. So you just got to know your teammates, how you play too. And if your teammates want you to handle the rock more too, you got to handle the rock more. Be that point guard they need, right? So I'm driving to the paint. He cut to the paint and noticed I didn't pass him, so he just kept going, cleared the lane for me, and that's an easy drive for me. And now the score is 4-4. But yeah, playing with randoms isn't as bad this year. It might be a majority of me grinding to legend until more people get the PS5, but it is what it is. I want to hit legend this year, and if people want to help me, they will. I'll show them, like, you know, the support, shout them out. If they don't want to help me because they think I'm bad or something like that, then, you know, we move. I'll play with randoms. I did it in 2K15 and got to mascot, so I did it. I almost did it in 2K16. Got to legend, no, Superstar 3 or whatever the rep was back then, and I've gotten to 96 overall in 2K19 18. So I've gotten close to legend multiple times, and I just kind of fell off. So this year I'm gonna really try for it because I enjoy this game. It's fun, and I think people are getting better at 2K. So you really could play at randoms and find good games and stuff like that. Because people be watching people's streams, learning, and everybody wants to be ISO, everybody wants to be comp, everybody wants high IQ. So the level for Park has gone up. I've noticed for kind of the most part, because some people aren't so brain dead and they actually pass the ball. But that all starts with you, in my opinion. And if you end up running into somebody who just doesn't pass the ball at the Park game, I mean, you might as well just chalk it, because who knows if they even will play defense if they don't get the ball, But don't let that discourage you when you're playing with randoms. You just go on to the next one. You know what I mean? See, I thought my teammate would have passed me the ball in the corner, but he made a better decision and hit the big man in the paint. Now, you gotta understand, even if your teammate is only using his left stick, he's not dribbling, maybe he's not always taking the opening shot at the 3-point line. If he scores, he scores, because at the end of the day, it's about winning and it's about your teammate grade. So if he's scoring while you're sitting in the corner, you might get good spacing and things like that. So that's what matters. And I'm driving, pass fake, kick out to him, he pump fakes. Now see, I know he likes to drive kind of, so I'm spacing the floor for him. Look at all that space in the paint. Boom. Gotta know your teammates, gotta adjust to your teammates, and provided that they aren't completely, brain dead, you should be able to get a decent amount of wins. Playing with randoms only, I think I'm at like a 65-70%. I did take a lot of unnecessary L's at the beginning, because it takes some adjustment too, and playing with all kinds of different people, you don't know how people play. I don't have a consistent 5, and I don't know how people play. So like a lot of times, when I'm cutting, they don't want me to cut, they just want me to spot up, or if I'm playing with actual people who are good, they want screens, they want me to move if they get bumped or they're getting locked up, and I'm just like, okay, I figured me sitting in the corner, ooh, can I get a cookie there? No cookies for me. My blood sugar is high. I'm just kidding. But I actually did get a steal. Another guy's cold. He got mad and reached back. Just get to know your teammates. Figure out how they play. I've gone into a couple streaks with a few people a few times, pulling up green bean. So like, just get to know your teammates. Don't get frustrated if you lose at randoms. Stay on your grind to legend or whatever rep level you want to get to. Make sure you tune into my stream where I will be grinding for legend. Because of the rep boost, I am a Pro 5 now. I'm almost an All-Star 1. But because I'm grinding my new power forward build, I have been on the Park bunch. But once I get that to 95 or something, where most of my badges are, I'll literally be on the Park consistently. So ending the game off, this guy shoots a 3. So I'll see you guys later.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.